lives here?
Chuck Schumer.
Oh, that's why people got it. I was like, I thought we were going to march around, then we stopped over here. It's like, there's no sign. It's like, what's happening there? You mean this is his personal residence?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? I had no idea. I'm sorry?
He's probably not here. This is where he...
But how do you know that he lives here?
Everybody knows that.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of protests happen here.
Really?
Yes.
Well, maybe I didn't participate much.
Oh, it's okay. You are here. You're here now.
I see. But what exactly? I mean, I'm confused. You're in front of... He's a Democrat.
Yeah, he's a Democratic senator leader.
So what are you doing in front of a Democratic senator? I thought that Trump, I understand, but Democratic senator, what's wrong with him?
What are they going to do to stop deportations is the question. Will they do anything? Democrats don't have a very good record.
Oh, you mean as far as deportations go?
Absolutely. The Obama administration deportations went extremely high. Trump took it a little higher, but it escalated mostly under the Obama administration. So Democrats don't have a good record at all.
Oh, I see. So this is against the deportations.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because I'm an immigrant myself, so like, oh, I see.
Yeah, it's against deportations and all the imprisonment of immigrants.
Oh, I see. I see. But the difference, I came here, I didn't cross the border in the middle of the night with the coyotes, which, not really the safest way of crossing the border.
So people had still their only option.
So you want borders to be completely open. That's what it is, right? Completely open.
Absolutely.
But then what's going to happen? You don't believe in borders?
No.
So I came from the part of the world where every single linear inch of border was completely sealed. And if you try to cross, however, in the opposite direction, I'm talking about the USSR, you'll get the bullet in the back of your head. It was impossible to cross the border. It's the largest country in the world. It is. But the difference, fundamental difference, that people wanted to escape. And here people want to get in.
They want to escape where they live.
Even from the United States into Central America,
They want
right?
to escape from Central America, out of Central America, is what I'm saying.
From South America to North.
People live in extremely dangerous. They're targeted by gangs. They're targeted by.
You mean in Mexico, in Central America, those countries?
Honduras, Guatemala. I volunteer with an immigration asylum clinic. And it's just it's heartbreaking to hear what's happening to let's say a country like Honduras. It's emptying out because the country is falling apart.
But don't you think, now me thinking, if you open the borders completely like you're saying, then all these gangs and all these criminals are going to flood in this country as well. Not only the victims, but also the ones that cause haven over there, no?
I mean,
how would you know?
Already run by criminals.
I'm sorry, say it again?
The country is already run by criminals.
I don't think
so you want more criminals then?
And I don't think that, people crossing the border is going to bring criminals or anything.
No, the people that are coming here are not
coming are my neighbors, they're my coworkers, my friends.
And the breakdown of societies has a lot to do with the U.S. government deportation policies. A lot of politicians talk about MS-13. MS-13 was formed in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles. Not in El Salvador.
Not in El Salvador. No, they were formed in Los Angeles. And the people who were in that gang, the U.S. deported them to El Salvador. So basically, the U.S. exported its gang problem to El Salvador.
I see.
So if you know the history, it becomes a little more complicated to say, oh, they're gang members and we're not, because the U.S. has.
Do you know about the U.S. supporting the gangs in Colombia?
That's so loud. I'm sorry.
Do you know about the CIA trafficking crack cocaine into American cities?
You mean the CIA transporting, importing cocaine?
Yes.
No, really?
The U.S. is
really?
All of the drug trade is corrupt with politics. It's all
the politicians on both sides of the borders are.
So you mean the drug trade? No, don't tell me that. It's done by the politicians.
I mean,
in Mexico, it absolutely is very corrupt.
You mean Mexican politicians, not American politicians?
Well, I would bet that there are American politicians.
Really? You mean including Democrats? The Democrats and the Republicans both?
I don't see why not.
I think what's important.
Because it's criminal. I'm for law and order, coming from lawless USSR. I would love to believe that I came to the country that is the country of law and order, no? Am I wrong?
Well,
Did I come to the wrong country?
It's law and order in certain situations and not in other situations. You see, Trump, there's no law and order for Trump, right?
I'm sorry?
There's no law and order for someone like Donald Trump.
Oh, I see.
There's
Okay.
no
Uh-huh.
for certain people and not for other people.
I see.
You know, it's a very like.
But that's not right.
It's a very like, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's a very unfair, very messed up system.
Uh-huh.
And also law and order, like different ways in different countries. It's like we believe like democracy, but the U.S. is happy. The U.S. is happy to support a coup in Honduras, and that's part of the reason why. You know what I mean? So it's like the U.S. You know, supported like the death squads in El Salvador. You know, so it's like when those countries are falling apart and the immigrants want to start coming here. It's like, well, that's why the U.S. like broke those countries. You know, and so I think we're under like a moral responsibility to accept people who are paying for their safety. That's just all there is to it. You know, I mean,
I see.
you know, some people who come from, you know, states that are oppressive, like where you came from, or states that are like where the government basically colludes with gang members to like kill people and to like destroy their community. You know, I mean,
Well,
it's
the part that I do not understand, for the life of me, is how can you remove the borders? The minute you remove the borders, there is no more country. I mean, literally. I mean,
don't really believe in countries. But, you know, I don't know. That's a complicated situation. But at least we can start by saying like we shouldn't be deporting people who come here for their safety. You know, we could just start there. You know. You know, and just,
yeah, but look,
and, like, don't, and like when people come here, don't put them in prison.
But let's try to think logically. You know, the thing that I'm trying to think logically. I mean, the reason I came to the United States is because the United States was better than Russia.
Sure.
Okay. So the other people obviously come to the United States because it's better than the place that they're living.
Right. Exactly.
All right. Now, but if we eliminate the borders and everybody comes over here, the reason Russia was bad is because of the people. It's because of the culture. I know it because, you know, I lived over there.
Right.
Russia is changing the system here and there.
Yeah,
Its history is very convoluted.
A lot of people want to escape Russia now.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Right,
That's exactly. It's a very good point.
Right.
Because they never managed, being in the largest country in the world, to create a country that is successful. Whose fault is that? It's not our fault. It's not South America's fault or Europe's fault. It's their fault, right or wrong?
Yeah, but like, what do we want to do? Do we want to invade them and take? You know,
No,
like
no, 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 no. That's
so
that's not
it's
my
like
point. Is no.
People should be able to choose where they want to live.
Yeah, but if all the Russians, all South Americans, all Africans, or the rest of the world will come to America, then America will become like South America, or like Russia, or like Africa.
I don't think
No?
most people want to leave. I don't think that's what's going to happen.
I see.
I think that there's a lot of things going on. Like I said, there's the issue of the border and the imprisonment of immigrants, right? And then there's the issue of like, you know, supporting like the rights of people in different countries. You know,
I see.
and not doing things that oppress them, like the U.S. oppresses other countries by invading them and bombing them or overthrowing their governments and things like that.
I see.
There's a lot of different aspects to this.
I see.
You know, it's like,
Okay.
I think that like where we're starting here is it's just like, you know, people who come here for their safety, they have families, they have kids, they have jobs. It's like they didn't come here just because they wanted to. They came here because they had to.
Exactly. But why? Why?
Instead of be sending them back to some place where they might be killed. You know, and basically, I'm sure you've heard the stories about people who were like deported and then pretty soon they were dead. I mean, that's what they kept saying. They're like, I can't go back to that country because I will die.
But why do they have? And again, this is where I started. And again, coming from USSR, I lived in USSR.
Right.
So I know that the problems of the USSR is because of the people and because of the culture that they have over there.
It's not just because of the people. It's because there's a
No.
state, and then there's a state, there's a government.
So
the government doesn't necessarily represent the people. So you can't say that all people support the government of. You know, like you're not going to blame yourself for the government of the USSR. You can't equate the government of the USSR with every person in the country.
Well, in a way I can, because you know, the government. There's a saying that every people deserve their own government. I mean, they have the government.
I don't think I believe that.
You
what
don't
about the
believe
people in Burma? The government, the military just said, sorry about your vaguely democratic government. It's like, sorry, you know, the U.S. sends $1 billion a year to Egypt. Supports that military regime that really.
I see.
They have
But
a huge prison system.
but then how can you explain that some countries are successful and some countries are not successful
I think
economically,
there's
politically?
A lot of reasons.
Uh-huh.
A lot of reasons that have to do with, countries that were, for example, I don't know. It's like if you look at countries that were like previously colonized, right? Their societies were like broken down by colonization, and their resources of countries were extracted.
So in other words,
so it's like so they may not be technically colonies anymore, but they don't have any economic power over the because their resources are being like like all the oil comes from like Nigeria, or like these international corporations take wealth from these countries, and it's like, oh well, you're your own country, but we actually own it.
I see.
Sort of like, so that's one thing. Like if you think of the country of Haiti, right? Like they were the first country to have a successful slave revolt. They overthrew the French.
Well, they basically murdered all the white people, by the way.
They liberated themselves from slavery.
By killing all white people, children, women. I mean, that's what happened in Haiti. Are you familiar with that part of their history?
Are you saying that they shouldn't have revolted?
No. I'm not. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm sorry.
So
Continue.
for example, so great. So they freed themselves from slavery, right? But then the French basically said, okay, well, you have to pay us then. You have to pay us for every single one of yourselves because we owned you, and each of you is worth money. So if you owe us money, we're not going to allow you to make money for yourselves because you stole yourselves from us. So to this day, they owe money to France with all the electricity. So you can imagine why they're so poor.
I see. Okay.
And like the U.S. keeps overthrowing it. So there's a lot of factors. It's not just that the people made the government because it's dysfunctional, it's their own fault. There's a lot of other factors.
External.
Absolutely.
I
You
see.
have to see it in the whole international picture.
I see.
So it's like the country is not just sealed totally by the border, all kinds of things go back and forth. Anyway, I gotta go.
Okay,
But
sure.
it's been
Nice talking to you. My name is Vladimir, by the way. Do you shake hands?
Nice.
Okay.